Hello, welcome once again to UPSC Prelims Indian Polity Previous Year Question Series. This is video number 12. Each video will consist of 25 questions. Let's start. Comes to our first question. Which one of the following high courts has the territorial jurisdiction over Andaman and Nicobar Islands? And our options are option number A, Andhra Pradesh, option number B, Calcutta, option number C, Madras, option number D, Odisha, and our answer is option number B, Calcutta. Next question. Which one of the following statements is correct? And our options are option number A, only the Rajya Sabha and not the Lok Sabha can have nominated members. Option number B, there is a constitutional provisions for nominating two members belonging to Anglo-Indian community to the Rajya Sabha. Option number C, there is no constitutional bar for a nominated member to be appointed as a union minister. Option number D, a nominated member can vote both in the presidential and vice presidential elections. And our answer is option number C, that is, there is no constitutional bar for a nominated member to be appointed as a union minister. Next question. Consider the following statements. The functions of the Finance Commission is are. First statement, to allow the withdrawal of money out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Second, to allocate between the states the shares of proceeds of taxes. Third, to consider application for grants in aid from states. Fourth, to supervise and report on whether the union and state governments are levying taxes in accordance with the budgetary provisions. Which of these statements is are correct? And our answer is option number B, that is second and third. Next question. Which of the following constitutional amendments are related to raising the number of members of Lok Sabha to be elected from the states? And our options are option number A, 6th and 22nd, option number B, 13th and 38th, option number C, 7th and 31st, option number D, 11th and 42nd. And our answer is option number C, that is 7th and 31st. Next question. Consider the following statements. In the Electoral College for presidential election in India, first, the value of the vote of an elected member of Legislative Assembly equals state population by number of elected MLAs of the state into 100. Second, the value of the vote of an elected member of Parliament equals total value of the votes of all elected MLAs by total number of elected MPs. Third, there were more than 5,000 members in the latest election. Which of these statements is are correct? And our answer is option number B, that is only second. Next question. Who among the following was never the Lok Sabha Speaker? And our options are option number A, K.V.K. Sundaram, option number B, G.S. Dhillon, option number C, Baliram Bhagat, option number D, Hukum Singh. And our answer is option number A, that is K.V.K. Sundaram. Next question. Consider the following events. First, 4th general elections in India. Second, formation of Haryana state. Third, Mysore named as Karnataka state. Fourth, Meghalaya and Tripura become full states. Which one of the following is the correct chronological order of the above? And our answer is option number A, that is second, first, fourth, third. Next question. Assertion, that is A. The Central Rural Sanitation Program was launched in 1986 to improve the quality of life of rural people in India. Reason, that is R. Rural sanitation is a subject in the concurrent list in the Constitution of India. And our answer is option number C, that is A is true but R is false. Next question. According to the National Human Rights Commission Act 1993, who amongst the following can be its chairman? And our options are option number A, any serving judge of the Supreme Court. Option number B, any serving judge of the High Court. Option number C, only a retired Chief Justice of India. Option number D, only a retired Chief Justice of High Court. And our answer is option number C, that is only a retired Chief Justice of India. Next question. Consider the following tasks. First, superintendence, direction and conduct of free and fair elections. Second, preparation of electoral rolls for all elections to the Parliament, state legislatures and the office of the President and the Vice President. Third, giving recognition to political parties and allotting election symbols to political parties and individuals contesting the election. Fourth, proclamation of final verdict in the case of election disputes. Which of the above are the functions of the Election Commission of India? And our answer is option number A, that is first, second and third. Next question. Consider the following statements. First, the highest deciding body for planning in India is the Planning Commission of India. Second, the Secretary of the Planning Commission of India is also the Secretary of National Development Council. Third, the Constitution includes economic and social planning in the concurrent list in the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? And our answer is option number B, that is second and third. Next question. With reference to Indian Parliament, which one of the following is not correct? And our options are option number A, the appropriation bill must be passed by both the houses of Parliament before it can be enacted into law. Option number B, no money shall be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund of India except under the appropriation made by the Appropriation Act. Option number C, finance bill is required for proposing new taxes but no another bill oblique act is required for making changes in the rates of taxes which are already under operation. Option number D, no money bill can be introduced except on the recommendation of the President. And our answer is option number C, that is finance bill is required for proposing new taxes but no another bill oblique act is required for making changes in the rates of taxes which are already under operation. Next question. Which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India says that the executive power of every state shall be so exercised as not to impede or prejudice the exercise of the executive power of the Union? And our options are option number A, Article 257, option number B, Article 258, option number C, Article 355, option number D, Article 356. And our answer is Option number A, that is Article 257. Next question. Which article of the Constitution of India says no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine or engaged in any other hazardous employment? And our options are option number A, Article 24, option number B, Article 45, option number C, Article 330, option number D, Article 368. And our answer is option number A, that is Article 24. Next question. With reference to the Constitution of India, which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? And our options are option number A, forest with concurrent list, option number B, stock exchanges with concurrent list, option number C, post office saving bank with union list, option number D, public health with a state list. And our answer is option number B, that is stock exchanges with concurrent list. Next question. Consider the following statements. First statement, the highest criminal court of the district is the court of district and session judge. Second, the district judges are appointed by the governor in consultation with the high courts. Third, a person to be eligible for appointment as a district judge should be an advocate or a pleader of 7 years standing or more, or an officer in judicial service of the union or the state. Fourth, when the sessions judge awards death sentence, it must be confirmed by the High Court before it is carried out. Which of the statements given above are correct? And our answer is option number D, that is first, second, third and fourth. Next question. With reference to Indian public finance, consider the following statements. First statement, disbursements from public accounts of India are subject to the vote of Parliament. Second, the Indian Constitution provides for the establishment of a consolidated fund, a public account and a contingency fund for each state. Third, appropriations and disbursements under the railway budget are subject to the same form of parliamentary control as other appropriations and disbursements. Which of the statements given above are correct? And our answer is option number B, that is second and third. Next question. Consider the following statements. First statement, the Speaker of Lok Sabha has the power to adjourn the House sine die, but on propagation it is only the President who can summon the House. Second, unless sooner dissolved or there is an extension of the term, there is an automatic dissolution of the Lok Sabha by efflux of time at the end of the period of 5 years, even if no formal order of dissolution is issued by the President. Third, the Speaker of Lok Sabha continues in office even after the dissolution of the House and until immediately before the first meeting of the House. Which of the statements given above are correct? And our answer is option number D, that is first, second and third. Next question. Which one of the following statements is not correct? And our options are option number A, in Lok Sabha, a no confidence motion has to set out the grounds on which it is based. Option number B, in case of a no confidence motion in Lok Sabha, no conditions of admissibility have been laid down in the rules. Option number C, a motion of no confidence motion once admitted has to be taken up within 10 days of the leave being granted. Option number D, Rajya Sabha is not empowered to entertain a motion of no confidence? And our answer is option number A, that is, in Lok Sabha, a no confidence motion has to set out the grounds on which it is based. Next question. Which one of the following statements correctly describe the fourth schedule of the Constitution of India? And our options are option number A, it contains the scheme of the distribution of powers between the Union and the states. Option number B, it contains the languages listed in the Constitution. Option number C, it contains the provisions regarding the administration of tribal areas. Option number D, it allocates seats in the Council of States. And our answer is option number D, that is, it allocates seats in the Council of States. Next question. The resolution for removing the Vice President of India can be moved in the, and our options are option number A, Lok Sabha alone. Option number B, either House of Parliament. Option number C, joint sitting of Parliament. Option number D, Raj Sabha alone. And our answer is option number D, that is, Raj Sabha alone. Next question. Consider the following statements. First statement, Part 9 of the Constitution of India contains provisions for panchayats and was inserted by the Constitution, that is 73rd Amendment Act 1992. Second, Part 9A of the Constitution of India contains provisions for municipalities, and the Article 243Q envisages two types of municipalities, municipal council and a municipal corporation for every state. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? And our answer is option number A, that is first only. Next question. Consider the following statements. First, the Constitution of India has 20 parts. Second, there are 390 articles in the Constitution of India in all. Third, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th schedules were added to the Constitution of India by the Constitution Amendments Acts. Which of the statements given above is oblique are correct? And our answer is option number C, that is third only. Next question. Who among the following was the chairman of the Union Constitution Committee of the Constitution Assembly? And our options are option number A, B.R. Ambedkar. Option number B, J.B. Kriplani. Option number C, Jawaharlal Nehru. Option number D, Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer. And our answer is option number C, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. Next question. Consider the following. First, disputes with mobile cellular companies. Second, motor accident cases. Third, pension cases. For which of the above are Lok Adalats held? And our answer is option number C, that is second only. That's all for today. Thank you.